I'm here at Balance, waiting for Carla to do my hair. I feel kind of like I'm in a rocket ship ready to take off. And you know, by God, I think I am. Hundreds of cases now verified. Something is coming down out of the sky and butchering and mutilating and taking the organs, the tongues, the sexual organs out of cows. Spirals in the sky over Scandinavia. Beautiful display, twirling. Hundreds of people seeing this in remote areas. Almost looks like the aurora borealis, but it isn't. Remarkable phenomena. Where is it coming from? Who is creating it? Nobody can say for sure. Other parts of the world now, in China, these spirals have appeared in the sky. Also here in the United States in a very limited number. So wherever you are, be on the lookout for strange things, because they're all happening in your area. It could be the tall whites, it could be the mummified aliens, it could be the little Hopkinsville creatures, it could be the floating orbs over Chelsea. But remember, they are here and they will be coming in increasing numbers very soon.
And you got to watch out, you know, because these aliens have the power to mesmerize. They're able to control people's movements. Some people are paralyzed with fear. Others feel like their mind is being manipulated with. So not every ET that you meet is necessarily friendly. They all have their various motives for coming here and visiting the planet. So do be a little bit leery, and don't think that every tall white is necessarily going to shake hands with you, because it could be that they want to manipulate your brain cells, just like they have obviously done mine.
Presidents have seen UFOs. Jimmy Carter, back in the late 1950s, early 1960s, he even reported filled out a sighting report form and sent it to the National Investigations Committee on Aerial Phenomena. It's part of historical record. President Eisenhower supposedly actually met with 4 extraterrestrials that landed at Murdoch Air Force Base outside of Palm Springs. He was actually invited inside the craft. There is a speculation that we made some sort of agreement, some sort of treaty with these beings that they actually broke later on. They have been, according to some people who actually have read the historical records on this, the agreement was about the abduction of humans. We were to exchange humans on a limited basis. They would be returned unharmed, hypnotically. Their memory would be wiped out, so they would have no recollection of what had happened. And exchange, the ETs would give us technical data. Well, apparently they gave us technical data that was not very valid, and some of the humans maybe were not even returned. Not only have UFOs been seen, but we've also have the crop circle phenomena. crop circles appearing all over the planet, some in very populated areas. They show up overnight. The skeptics say, oh, it's just people doing practical jokes, taking planks of wood and stomping around on the ground. Well, some of these are very intricate diagrams that have been left in the crop circles. Who's creating them, we don't know. Some of them could be hoaxes, no doubt about it, but some of them have ET earmarked in them as far as I'm concerned. Pilots have seen UFOs. Astronauts. I talked to Gordon Cooper. Gordon Cooper told me how he was stationed at Edwards Air Force Base in California in the desert. One day, several men directly under his command came into his office very excited. They claimed that they had seen an object land on the dry desert bed there. They had an actual 8mm or 16mm motion picture camera with them. They took movie footage of this strange craft as it rested there on the ground before shooting straight up into the sky at tremendous speed. He told me this person to person. He was not lying about this. He said he had the film developed. He viewed it on a screen in his office many that it was not from this planet. People have been demanding their governments release the information. They want full disclosure. Recently, there was a press conference held in Washington, D.C. at the National Press Club, where former members of the military, U.S. military, told how these objects had actually come over missile silos and deactivated the missiles so that they would not fire. The government denies that this has taken place, but there are enough witnesses now. There are enough people who were involved. Will disclosure come in our lifetime? Probably not, unless these beings land on the White House lawn or decide for themselves that they want to make themselves known. But a lot that goes on is in classified files to this day. Some people in the higher echelons of the U.S. military know what's going on. They know that these objects are unidentified and that there is a superpower behind them. They may be coming to your town soon.